The night of March 26, 2024 was supposed to be just another normal night at the port of Baltimore. Alex, a trainee operator, had just boarded the massive container ship. He went to his room for a quick nap and a few hours of rest before his shift, but fate had other plans. He was woken up by a loud alarm and ran out of his room. Emergency lights cast deep red shadows as the ship sank into total darkness. Alex's heart pounded as he stumbled through the hallways, watching experienced workers rush past him. The ship had lost power. It was now just a huge metal beast drifting straight towards the Baltimore Key Bridge. In the control room, pilots desperately worked to restore power. For a moment, electricity flashed back on. Then everything went dark again. The words that follow froze Alex in fear. We have lost control. The first impact came like a huge clap of thunder. Metal screeched against metal as the ship's bow slammed into the bridge support. Alex watched in horror from the ship as the massive structure started collapsing like a stack of cards. Alex stood at the ship's railing, frozen in shock. In just 3 minutes, Baltimore had changed forever. Some survived that night, others were not as lucky. But no one would ever forget the night the bridge collapsed. The true extent of damage was evident the next morning. Where the mighty Key Bridge had stood for half a century, there was now only empty space and floating debris. Most people learned about the incident through the news channels, and the first question in everyone's mind was the obvious one: what caused this accident? As of the initial reports, there were 3 failures which caused this accident. Number 1, engine failure of the ship. Number 2, response of the crew. And number 3, vulnerability of the bridge. For analyzing this accident, we will refer to one of the fundamental concepts of safety engineering. It is called the Swiss cheese effect. You can click on the link above or in the description below to learn about it in a short video. While analyzing accidents, all the future videos on this channel will talk about Swiss cheese effect, so please have a look at that video. We will analyze this accident based on the Swiss cheese effect to see which layers of protection failed. The first layer to fail was the engineering control as the ship's engine failed, causing a loss of power and control. This layer of protection was supposed to control the direction and speed of the ship as required. Closely associated was the backup generator, which also was an engineering control. It failed to start. This was the second layer, an engineering control that failed. The third layer to fail was the administrative control, as the crew was unable to restart the engine or the backup generator or drop the anchor in time. The fourth layer to fail was another engineering control of the bridge design to be able to absorb and withstand the impact of a ship. I hope you can see how all the layers of protection failed at the same time. This is when accidents happen. Had even one of the 4 layers worked, there would be no accident. So, to recap, accidents only happen when the layers of protection fail. Even if one layer works, accidents cannot happen. Now that you know the basics of risk control, if you were in charge of that ship, what would you have done differently? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.